Hola, cage fighting connoisseurs. This is KidNativeBloodyElbow.com, joined once again by the Eugene S. Robinson, author of something.
You just giving up. You're just tapping out right away today.
I'm in the fog. The whole sport is in the fog.
Yeah.
We're about to talk about a Friday night UFC
Where
Japan
are
event.
Where are we? Chris Weidman? Is that you? Is that you?
Come a little closer, Chris. Come a little closer.
It's like that thing. It's like the thing in Apocalypse Now. Who's in charge here? Ain't you?
Exactly. But we're not about to go to a USO event featuring Playboy bunnies. We're about to go to Japan and see OSP versus Yushin Okami. Eugene, we need a disclaimer desperately.
Crybabies, bedwetters, grumblers, malingerers, greedy bread gobblers, work-shy individuals. This has less to do with your skills and talents as a fighter and much more to do with the marketing heft and weight that WME, IMG, the overlords thereof have put behind you. You want to get off the don't care list? Fight an exciting fight. Until then, don't come crying to us, you crybaby bedwetter pricks. I did that in honor of the dear departed Jake LaMotta.
A beautiful sentiment, well expressed.
Well, so the pricks part. Yeah,
I see. I was missing the greedy bread gobblers bit, but
I got it in there.
Earlier, but you didn't go back for that.
No, I didn't go back. No.
You got to get that. It's like sopping in the gravy, getting that second bread gobblers mention, Anyway, so this fight card, it's on Friday night, not Saturday, Friday night. There's one fight on Fight Pass, and then looks like
Friday night. So this is to cut the legs off of Bellator.
Bellator's on Saturday. I have no idea.
I know. That's what I'm saying. To steal some thunder, you're gonna want to watch. Are you gonna? How about this? Are you gonna be able to successfully convince your partner to do 2 nights of MMA?
No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. I mean, and why would you want to with cards like this? So, yeah. So it starts at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time on Fight Pass Friday night. And then the main card starts at 10 p.m. Eastern on Friday night. And the 10-fight prelim and main card are on FXX. So
yeah, whatever, bro.
Yeah. Call your cable operator or just stream the shit like everybody else does. Not that I would say do that. I didn't say just stream it. I said or you could. Or unfortunately, many of you will just stream it. This was
going to be the least number of cares ever, but Sorrel actually put a bug in my head. But we'll get to it later. So
there's 2 fights I'm actually excited about.
We'll see. All right, let's go.
And 3 or 4 guilty habits. All right. So first up on the prelims, UFC Fight Pass welterweights, Daichi Abe versus Hyun Gyu Lim.
Don't care.
Some of that Japanese-Korean action. So
don't care. I don't give a fuck.
No, me neither. All right. Preliminary card FXX welterweight Shinzo Anzai versus Luke Jamo.
Don't care.
Sorry, guys. Me neither. All right. Women's strawweight Syuri Kondo versus Chanmi Jion.
Don't care.
Me neither. Flyweight Jussier from MAGA versus Ulka Sasaki.
Almost, because of Sasaki. I remember him.
You've given up on De Silva?
Yeah, I am. Actually, he's a gift, and so no.
Yeah, he's not really so much a gift because he's pretty predictable. Although he did beat Wilson Heiss. Yeah, he is a gift. He's not predictable. Yeah. But he's limited because he's a good grappler with basically nothing else. Can't wrestle, can't strike. So
but if I want to see that action, I just look over at Sorrel. It gets extra added piquancy if you realize that he's sitting right here next to me.
I see. When was the last time he rolled with you to give you that personal touch? Yesterday. How bad did he mess you up?
No, while I was talking to somebody else, he slapped like a footlock on me.
I see.
I guess I was disrespecting him by talking to somebody else about the movie they just saw.
I see. So boom, he slaps a footlock and you tap.
I didn't tap. I go, ow, what are you doing?
I see. My kids.
We were exulting in the fact that one of our purple belts here just went to Naga and tapped a black belt, and he won. And he was like, the black belt was okay with it. He had a pretty good sense of humor about it. He was pretty happy about it. I was like, happy. That's not the right word for that,
Yeah. Yeah. Whose black belt was he?
Hey Marty, who was the black belt that you? He won't. He's too much of a man to talk
Just
about
ask
it.
him who gave the guy the black belt.
He won't do that.
Oh man. Okay, I'm just trying to start a little shit. That's all.
Who gave the guy the black belt? He won't do it.
Yeah, all right. I was just getting the back scratcher in.
Yeah, he's a gentleman. He's a gentleman. Not
well,
like me.
You, I know, would.
I would get a T-shirt with the guy's name and picture on it. You know.
That's right. All right. You should go to the guy and get your black belt. I mean,
that's it. Well, since I've never, Sorrel has promised me one posthumously.
Well, you know, that's something you can make that happen faster. That's in your hands.
Well, knuckle up 251, baby.
I got to care about Formiga de Silva versus Sasaki, and I'm picking Sasaki because, you know, Japan. All right, now we got welterweight Keita Nakamura versus Alex Morono.
Don't care.
I care because of Keita. I just can't give it up. It's sad.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
All right, so who are you picking?
I'm picking Keita also, but I'm not optimistic. All right. Okay. So now we move to the quote unquote main card. Featherweight Mizuto Hirota versus Charles Rosa. That's not Charlie Rose.
Almost, but not really.
Yeah. I mean, Hirota, man. I mean, I've been down the road rooting for him, picking him.
Yep.
But dude is ancient and undistinguished, and I'm sorry, I can't do it. I got to save some cares for this next one, featherweight.
Oh, so you got no care on that one.
I got no care on that. Featherweight, Rolando Dai versus.
Just for your edification, this is what the tote sheet looks like now.
I'm doing all the carrying. I'm carrying the show, Eugene.
Carrying the show.
I'm carrying you. This is the part on the beach where there's one set of small footprints, and your footprints have vanished.
Because I'm on your back.
That's right.
I'm not heavy. I'm your brother.
That's right. That song always used to make my mom cry. All right. Yeah, because she remembered the 30s movie version where it's about Boys Ranch, Boys Town.
Yeah, Boys Town.
Where a kid really did carry his brother to the orphanage.
Well, he carried him, but that's not where he was carried him.
And then he said, "He's not heavy. He's my brother."
Yeah, he carried him. Yeah.
And then he dumped him there and left. And he was like, "See y'all. Y'all have a good time at the orphanage." Yeah. All right, so featherweight Teruto Ishihara versus Rolando Dai.
I don't give a fuck.
You don't care? What about all the hype? The guy says titties and stuff. I mean, talks trash.
Whatever. You know what? So what?
Well, he's just a couple. Two losses in a row.
Give me the names again.
Teruto Ishihara versus Rolando Dai.
Teruto Ishihara versus Rolando Dai. Does anybody in this room give a fuck? Oh, thank you.
Tell him it's a Japanese guy who says he likes titties and stuff.
It's a Japanese guy who says he likes titties. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. All right, well.
Look at Sorrel. His mom made me a cake.
That's a cake? I thought that was one of those San Francisco burritos that are larded up with rice and beans.
Nah, it's a cake. So only reason I'm telling you this is if I don't make it to knuckle up on Sunday.
I see. So you think he gave his mom the secret recipe, the secret ingredient?
I don't know where it came from. He says it's his mom. We gonna believe this guy?
I don't know.
It could have been some homeless guy hanging out in the breeze.
If your tongue goes numb and your fingertips tingle.
Well, that's usual. That's usual for me.
I see. All right, so I'm going to pick Ishihara. I think he's going to turn it around.
Good for you, man. You're a fucking optimist. I
am an optimist. I'm a jaded optimist.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, now we got one that I definitely care about. Light heavyweight Henrique de Silva versus former Glory champion Gokhan Saki.
Yeah, I don't care.
Kickboxing near royalty, if there's such a thing. And you don't care.
I don't care.
Man, if he was a K1 champ back in the day.
I'm not. You got to understand. I'm not playing around.
You're not playing around.
I'm not playing around, man. I'm swinging and missing in the mist. What? Care? Don't care. Does it make a difference? It's a neck.
Chop louder, Chris.
Yeah,
we're almost there.
I'm Jim Carrey. I'm existential Jim Carrey at this point.
The cable guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Are you the Jim Carrey from the cable guy?
Rubber-faced dude with herpes. Yes.
I see. I'm like Adam Sandler in that art movie he did, Punch Drunk Love.
Oh my God, I can't believe that you saw that. Did you see that in an airplane?
Punch Drunk Love was awesome, man. Punch Drunk Love is like a major great movie.
I got the same problem with Ben Stiller and Adam Sandler, Jack Black, all those fucking guys. I sit there and I watch their movies. I go, I can't believe how rich these guys are. I can't believe how. And then the movie,
jealous of Ben Stiller.
And then the movie's over. Well, at least
we're not going to get any roles that Ben Stiller played.
And like, at least with Stiller, I loved his parents. So
they were classic. But I mean, he's a 5'4" Jewish guy. You're not going to be in line for the same roles, Eugene. You're just not. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Anyway, so who are you picking in this thing that you care about?
So who am I picking? I mean, Paul Thomas Anderson directed Punch Drunk Love, Eugene. Paul Thomas Anderson.
I do like Paul Thomas Anderson much better than I like Aronofsky, who did that piece of shit movie Mother. That was a piece of garbage. Don't
ruin it for me. My wife, I mean, is actually open to seeing it, so that almost never happens. So.
Really? That's a big mistake.
Is it? It's a dud?
It is really a big mistake. But whatever, if she wants to see it, you let her pick it, you go, and then afterward, you can both agree. It was a big mistake. I'll pick the next one.
I see. Well, I heard it flopped already. So you don't care about Gokhan Saki from Glory? I mean, Glory champion?
No, man. I'm soured, and like the guy said, "Oh, Eugene, I can smell the defeat and the disappointment." It's like, well, hey, bro,
yeah. I mean, the death of combat sports.
Come on.
Yeah, I know, but it's like we're old enough to remember.
You're being gracious, is what you're being.
I'm trying to get some luster up because I actually have to work this show Friday night because Zane doesn't want to.
Zane, yeah, okay, there you go.
Yeah, I mean he's earned a day off, but I mean,
yeah, okay.
Come on, it's not like he did the 13th round after Canelo Golovkin. He got the light off last Saturday. Well, he got the 6th round off. Anyway, I care about Saki. I don't think it's a good matchup for him though, so I'm picking De Silva.
Okay.
So. But I mean, isn't it tragic, like how not just MMA is like in the druthers, but kickboxing has just fucking died in the last decade. I mean,
well, we could all say pretty much every single combat sport, with the exception.
Boxing is doing all right.
Oh, no, come on.
Canelo GGG was awesome, except for the decision.
I had sex once in 1977. That was pretty awesome. I've gotten beyond that.
I see. All right, so now we come to real sadness. Lightweight.
Oh man, you froze. There you go.
Froze on my back.
You're back. What'd you say?
I said now we come to a sad moment, which you probably will be unfeeling and uncaring about. We've got lightweight Hyun Kim, but not Stun Gun Kim. No, this is the Maestro Kim.
Yeah.
Against Takanori Gomi. I mean, come on, Maestro Kim shouldn't even be in the cage with Gomi. I mean,
I saw that pre, and I was gonna tilt my hand, I knuckle up, and I just go, nah, I'm not gonna tilt my hand. I'm gonna run the table. That's what I'm gonna do until Sorrell fuck things up for me. That's exactly what I'd plan to do. But I don't care. Gomi,
you don't care?
Gomi, come on. Gomi's disappointed me the last 3 fucking outings. No way do I care. 4 outings, sorry.
4 losses in a row, and before that it was a unanimous decision over Isaac Valley Flag. I mean, the guy is like, he's just taking his legacy and just, the last decade of his career should just be forgotten.
He's bukakiing
but I still
his
care.
Legacy.
Huh?
He's bukakiing his legacy.
He is bukakiing his legacy. Yes, and it's one of those extra gross German bukkake things, I think. But I mean, he might as well bring a case of Miller Lite and a pack of cigarettes into the cage with him. I mean,
John Candy style, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Sakuraba going to corner him, and as he's being beaten to death, Sakuraba will be like, "Does anyone have a towel?"
Yeah. I'll throw in my underwear. It's the same thing.
Yeah, so that's sad, but Eugene just doesn't care. All right, now this one, women's strawweight, Claudia Gadelha versus Jessica Andrade.
I didn't want to give a fuck about that, but Sorrell put it in my head, so I care. He goes in the Brazilian media. They've been talking mad amounts of shit, and he goes, they're going to just beat the living hell out. It'll be one hell of a fight.
Yeah, you rarely see 2 Brazilians at this level go up against each other. So
Sorrell, Gadelha or Andrade? he doesn't even care who wins. He just wants to see a war.
He just wants to see some violence against women, huh?
I'm gonna pick Andrade.
I'm gonna pick Gadelha just to in your
Okay.
face.
All right.
Yeah. And whatever Portuguese slurs she's throwing at Andrade, I'm throwing at you. So just remember that.
Hey, how do you say whore? Puta, what is it?
That's
You say whore by Eugene is how you say whore.
yes.
Okay.
That's my translation too.
Yeah, okay.
It's in the book. All right.
Yep.
So
So this is just again for some visual.
You've got one care. You're on the board.
Yep.
All right, now we come to the headliner. It was supposed to be OSP, Ovince St. Preux, against Shogun Hua, which is sort of like Gomi versus the Maestro. I mean,
Yep.
OSP, I mean, yeah. OSP is like, he is MMA 2017. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, he's like,
the living embodiment of it.
Yeah. He's like a guy who should never have even been in the cage with Glover Teixeira, much less John Jones, and definitely not headlining multiple cards.
According to him, he was doing really well against John Jones.
Hey, yeah, according to OSP, man, it was this close. This close. Yeah, I had a fight like that with the starting quarterback of my high school team in 8th grade. So it was for seconds there, it was very close.
Where's that guy now?
I mean, he's like, I don't know, a pipe fitter or something.
How do you love that fucking what's that cat's name? GSP fucking story.
Which one?
Where the guy who bullied him, who got him into martial arts, and he sees a guy and he's homeless, and he goes up and he gives the guy money, and he says, "You're better than this. You got to get out there. You got to get back up. Look what martial arts has done for me." And then the guy does it, comes to his house and thanks him, and then GSP was like, "That was it. That's it." Man, I love my ending to that story much better.
What's your ending?
Eugene's ending is like, "Buddy, how you feel now? You feeling good?" The guy goes, "Yeah, you really helped me. You feeling okay now? 100%. You're doing fine." Yup. And then just straight blast him in the face. There you fucking prick. That's what you get for bullying me all those years. I actually did that. Some guy knocked me out, right?
Yeah.
After a show in Birmingham. It was like a setup. Like he was like, "Hey,
Birmingham, England.
Yeah, Birmingham, could you put me in the choke so my friend could take a photo?" And I was like, "Sure." So I start to put him in the choke, and I look up to his friend, and I go, "Hey, you got the?" And he rockets his head back, hits me in the jaw with his head, like so he reverse headbutts me.
Mm-hmm.
I hold on to him, I jerk back, I fall back, I hit the security fence with my head. My body goes fucking limp. I could see it, hear everything, but I couldn't move and I couldn't speak, you know? And I watched my guitar player come over the edge of the stage, look at me, and it's shake his head and walk away.
Yeah, because he knew it was some foolishness you'd gotten yourself into.
Right. So the guy helps me, picks me up, walks me to the bar, buys me a drink. As my head starts to clear, I'm like, "Hey, man, what the fuck happened out there?" He goes, "I don't know. I started panicking." And I'm drinking my drink, and I go, "Panicking?" He goes, "Yeah, you put it in." I started panicking. I said, "How you feel now?" He goes, "I feel okay." I go, "Good." Bam! And I hit him. And he fucking drops. And I go, "Now we both feel okay." And he laughed his ass off, and we had to finish the rest of our drinks in peace.
I see. You just had to get even.
I had to get even. I'm still a 12-year-old boy in my head.
Well, you know, that's it's good to know that.
You'd have done the same thing. No, I would not have. Okay. Hey, this is the Trump guy that I want to bring into If the Shoe Fits.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My Trump guy wasn't. You want to have my Trump guy?
Yeah. Here, stick your head in here for a second, so you see how telegenic you are. This is Mr. Marty Galinsky.
Huh? Heavy beard. He looks all right to me.
Yeah, he says, all right. We'll talk about it. Later. So OSP against
Yushin Okami, who's like a last-minute substitute because he was in Japan and is in the neighborhood of light heavyweight.
He was sitting eating sushi. All right. And he said, "Hey, you got to fight." Oh, what?
Yeah. Really? Well, you know, since he's been cut from the UFC and WSOF, he's reeled off a 4-fight win streak. Actually, one of those was in the WSOF. Wow. Yeah, he won a split decision over Paul Bradley, whom you might remember as the guy who had skin herpes and got kicked off Ultimate Fighter.
I thought that was a guy in Hellraiser, but then I realized you're talking about Doug Bradley.
Yeah,
And when they texted him to ask him to be in the fight, if I were Okami, I would have pulled open my pants, taken a picture of my junk, and then texted that back. And then like the bald one would be like, "What does that mean?" I don't know. So you tell me.
Well, that's why you're probably not getting those movie roles that you've been contacted about. So Leonard Part 7, it's out there.
At that time, I got kicked off a movie set for it was a Midnight Caller, and it was a long day. I was an extra. My boss said, my agent said, "Fuck, you do it," because I thought it was for a principal role. He goes, "That was last time. This is all right. This will be fun. You make some easy money." And I do it, and I wasn't used to being an extra. So, they're filming off to the side, and the extras are just kind of milling about. And I sit down on one of those director chairs. And whatever. I looked in the back. It was a cinematographer, whoever. The guy was not there. And this production assistant runs up, "Get out of that chair." I go, "What chair?" "The chair you're sitting in." I go, "Am I sitting in the chair?" "The chair you're sitting in. You got to get out of it." I go, "Why?" He goes, "It's not your chair." I go, "Says who?" and
says I'm calling security.
Yeah, and I go, "I'll tell you what, when that guy comes back, I'll give him his chair. Until then, I'm sitting here." And he walks off. I see them whispering. They come back. "We don't need you for today." I go, "Fine. Sign me out. Fine. I still get fucking paid. Fuck you."
I see. And the casting director was there, and he says, "We've been looking for obstreperous Negro, and here you are."
That's exactly right. That's exactly
so this character's quarrelsome for no purpose. Constantly self-sabotaging.
My lines are always the same. So,
yeah. So, all right. So, do you care about Okami OSP?
Nope.
No. It's, frankly, of course I don't need it.
Because if I said I cared, I'd be fucking lying.
Yes.
It's like one of those lies that everybody knows you're lying, and you're going to make the lie anyway.
I just lied because everybody knows I'm an Okami dork, and I'm going to be rooting for Okami. And
I'll write that down.
Yeah, I'm not really
optimistic
about his chances.
Got 6 cares on the fight, and I got one Andrade.
I'm a mark for Japanese MMA. What can I say?
Well, that's very funny then that you've only picked. Well, you picked a few.
Yeah, I'm giving it everything I got, man.
All right, Fatso. See you later.
The Eugene Robinson's Charm School. It's open this week.
You realize once you train here, you can't train anywhere else because you just can't do this shit other places.
Yeah. I know how it is. Being a consultant ruined me for regular employment, except for this job I've got. So,
Yeah, Mr. First Class, kid, first class only Nate. Hey, somebody asked me, maybe it was.
Once that first class only thing gets in your file with HR, it's just one of those mix-ups. You just can't get it out of there. What can I say?
I think it was one of my kids who asked me, and it was weird because it stumped me. I didn't have an answer to it. Why does he call himself Kid Nate?
There is literally no answer to that question.
Good. So that was very close to the answer I gave her.
What was that?
I think I said I have no idea. I think I said I have no idea. I said I don't know. I think it was just like a hip hop thing, So
well, the deal was I was working in politics when we started Bloody Elbow, and it was just a side thing. I just wanted SBN to have an MMA site. And I was looking for an editor or somebody to run it, and I didn't want people Googling my name and finding cage fighting there because I was trying to sell my much valued services as a political consultant. And and then over time, the political consulting career died, and Bloody Elbow took off. So
it did like that. The trend line was like this, right?
Yeah. There was a pair of campaigns in 2010 that just did me in. So anyhow, I think that's our show, Eugene. I think
that's it.
Yeah, that's all we got. You had 1 care. So yeah. So you gonna watch this?
No. The real degenerates will start tweeting me if any fights are any good, and then I'll go back and I'll watch those fights.
I see. Are you going to go to like Cotillion? You got tuxedo dancing or
no,
Formiga, whatever you call it?
The wife, wife is in a play with Nazis.
A play with Nazis.
It's actually about a circus troupe.
Were you in Seattle the other day?
No.
Were you the one that punched the guy with the armband?
No. You know what? I watched that clip and everybody was exulting in it, and I couldn't bring myself to like it.
It was just sad and pointless. But in the defense of the guy who punched the Nazi, the guy wore his Nazi armband to town, was dropping the M-bomb on like old dudes and yelling at people and being a racist asshole all day. It went on for several hours before somebody finally cold cocked him.
Yeah, this is what we call asking for it. Yeah, he was definitely asking for it, but I got to think that he is mentally unstable. But, again, these dog whistles make a lot of people mentally unstable. And I see cats outside, like I'm going by these guys in the supermarket or walking by these cats in the street, and I want to tell them, don't get carried away with this shit because you're going to get fucking hurt. I'm not talking about feelings, This 2016 election, do not let this shit get to your fucking head. It's Trump's America, baby. You're going to get shot. You're going to get fucking shot. Nothing changes on New Year's Day, Dangerous Negroes are still dangerous Negroes. Even if they're three of you bros hanging out together in the mission, you're going to get fucking shot. So it's making people do strange things. So
it is crazy time, but but what about black on black crime, Eugene? What you haven't even condemned it this whole episode.
Yeah, they always come back to that. I like that.
All right, so Eugene's condemning Antifa, doing his.
So it was a circus troupe in Berlin in like the 30s. And the Nazis, it was like a canary in a coal mine because the Nazis were chipping away at it. Like it was super popular. I can't remember the actual name of it. And Cirque de something du Monde. And they kept coming and they said to the circus, the ringleader said, could you turn in your gypsies? Could you turn in your, so bit by bit, they were chipping away at this guy's circus to make it a full Aryan circus, which means it'd be like one guy in the circus, Yeah,
so playing Beethoven on the organ.
But then the guy, of course, like Mephisto, the guy started to try to manage the system. And by managing, it meant that he was somehow colluding with the Nazis. And it is when it gets kind of fuzzy, selling them his performers because he had unusual specimens. He had like a 7-foot-tall giant guy that they wanted to.
Dr. Mengele wanted to just get his scalpel into these cats.
Yeah, so they kind of it's a play about this period.
Your eyes, they're a very unusual shade.
Yeah, right. Like that guy went into the fucking infirmary. A picture of Aryan manhood and had sprained his ankle or something. And Mengele goes, I'll take care of you. Sit down. I'll give you some painkiller. That was it. He fucking chopped his head off and put it in. And they asked him later why he had done it. He goes, he had the most perfect skull. I want to study it.
I mean, you can't question Mengele's commitment to science. That's
So anyway, she's in the play. She's been doing aerial hoops. But
also the play is about the Nazi circus.
The play is about the Nazi circus, so she's actually playing.
I missed that whole connection. I thought you were just telling it.
No. So she's playing. Yeah. Actually, she's doing the hammock or the silks or something like that. So she's the circus performer in it. So I gotta see it.
I see. So how many shows is she doing?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll be.
And how many of those are you gonna go to?
All of them.
You're gonna go to all of them.
I'm a supporter.
Y'all been married what? 2 years? A year?
Yeah.
First year.
3 years. 3 years.
3 years.
2014. Yeah.
Married.
Yeah. Is that right?
I don't think so. Because I remember when you
you're right. You're right. Yeah. You're right. 2015. Yeah.
Well, you're acting like a guy who's only been married for 6 weeks, going to every show. Come on. Don't you have some errands to run? Groceries? You could.
Well, we might. I mean, she's the best part. She's only in the first half. So
you can go backstage after the first half.
Backstage. I'm going home.
I say going home. All right. Well, speaking of going home, that's our show. So subscribe to MMANation.com on YouTube. That's DOTCOM. Subscribe to MMA Nation on iTunes. Get the audio without the ugly. Follow us on Twitter at Eugene S. Robinson, at KidNate. Eugene's flipping you off really for no reason.
No.
It reminds me to tell you to give us the thumbs up on the screen below us. It has nothing to do with Eugene's ugly, and hurtful gestures. Ugly gestures.
Hey, it's for those about to rock. I'm saluting you.
I heard that Nazi guy in Seattle was so outraged by your antics on the show that he became a Nazi. That so you know you got a little responsibility there, Eugene.
I just don't know how that guy thought that was gonna play out.
He's
Man.
like he was like 5'3". I don't know what he was thinking. You know, like.
I mean, that's the point I tried to make. So I was discussing this recently with somebody, maybe in a meeting. I was like, man, the skinhead menace of the 80s was fucking serious. They were fucking raping women. It was organized crime shit. They were bad guys, and it extended into prisons. So it had that circuit of prisons and outside, Aryan nations, serious fucking guy. These guys with the tiki torches, man, these are gamers who fucking hadn't have a date or cranky about it. Until they start mugging people or stabbing guys at shows, I'm just not going to take them seriously. I'm not. Sorry.
Well, be careful what you wish for, Eugene. Be careful what you wish for. All right.
I'm at shows.
So, so read Eugene at Aussie.com, and as always, he's soliciting violence.
I got the sex column up today that was so nauseating that people in the office got woozy and could not read it, had to stop reading it.
I also had to stop reading it. So
did you really?
That's how highly it's recommended. Yes.
Oh, yes. So you got to go to Aussie.com today and OZY.com today and read it. What is it? What did I call it? What is the headline? My bloody.
Something bloody, and that intrigued me. I clicked. I mean, I always click on your sex column, and then yeah.
Couldn't take it. You couldn't. It's good. Hold on.
This wasn't in the mood. I'm fasting. That's why.
Are you fasting? What? Oh, it's called Making My Sex Bloody.
Yes, it was. Yeah. I was like already. I'm not going to be sharing this one, and then, yeah, and so because I'm fasting, my stomach was a little upset.
Why are you fasting?
Just intermittent fasting, lose a little weight. Got a physical in a couple weeks. Want to get my cholesterol down.
All right. Okay, good.
I don't want the insurance company to know I've been spending the summer staying up late, eating bowl after bowl of Captain Crunch. So,
yeah, nobody has shared this. I don't know if anybody has even read to the end of it.
Yeah, it's we'll see. One of these degenerates might be clicking on there right now. So, and also, if you like what we do, subscribe to Alexi Old's new channel, If the Shoes Fit, youtube.com/If the Shoes Fit, and see our non-MMA public affairs show. So, Zane will be back with the MMA vivisection for this. Eddie Mercado and I will be there Friday night for the 6th round. Eugene, there will be a knuckle up, right?
Yeah, I think so. Well, it depends on how many of y'all tweet me that I'm missing things. Then I'll watch, and then what should the quorum be? If there are 3 fucking tweets about 3 separate fights, should I do a show?
Or 2 comments that say you know nothing about MMA. How about that? Like if 2 guys comment and say you guys know nothing about MMA.
Yep. Okay. I'll take that. I'll take that.
Because you always get those. I mean, that's like that's a lot. Yeah. All right. So that's our show. Adios, MMA aficionados. Thanks, Eugene. We'll see you next time.
All right. Bye-bye.